Maitetsu. Every time. You can't you have like what Nekopara has with fluff? I don't know what you'd call them. Oh shit.
兄さん、はい、撮って撮って。わあ、いいですね。そうてつさんにお写真、私も撮ってほしいです。
They wave wildly at me from the window. I tried my best not to let them into the passenger car, but when they beg so innocently, I can't help it.
そうてつさん、今日は乗せてくれてありがとうです。
いや、こちらこそ乗ってくれてありがとう。
See, now that I've streamed I've streamed back to back Amazing Grace. Now it's weird that the main guy can't speak. My god. Nagi, Fukami, Reina, and Paulette. All of the test run passenger car members are participating. Especially since I play Irisekai as well, so it doesn't help.
ポーレットとレイナにはかなり神経を使わせてしまうと思うが、よろしく頼む。
Unoi Station has no turntable. As a replacement, the triangular junction is being added as an emergency measure.
そうてつくんこそ大変じゃないですか。いきなりの3両編成で。
そこは86のフォローもある。2両も3両も僕のやることに大差はない。
With just the steam locomotive, it's just a matter of backing up, but pushing the passenger car while backing up can be straining. What? Which is why 8620, the passenger car, and then Kia 7 are linked together, so returning to Ohitoyo Station can be towed by Kia 7.
それは私たちも同じですよ。2両も3両も引っ張るのに大差ありません。そうですよ。レイナ、こう見えても力持ちなんですから。
I typed in Shoujo Ramune in my anime list, but I was trying to get Shomen's sample. Well, you know, the muscle memory.
頼もしいな。よろしく頼む。
行きは私たちも客車乗車をするんですよね。
ああ、2人には専門家としてのチェックを頼みたい。
わかりました。レイナ、頑張りますですよ。
They're in their element. With the confident Reina and Paulette on one side, they're like fish on a chopping block. Excuse me?
ポーレットとレイナの専門家としての目だけでなく、一般客に近い目からのレビューも欲しいと考えている。
But you picked two children. The only review you're gonna get is what is from a child's perspective. What do you?
はい、です。
At least have Makuda on as one of the passengers.
だから、できれば緊張せず、普通に楽しんで、感想を聞かせてもらえれば嬉しい。はい、
です。私、力まないで、感想すごく、そうですさんに伝えます。です。
うん。
Mikami seems tense, but since Nagi is with her, I'm sure she'll get back to her usual self soon enough. I want to know what happens in anime lolly's perspective. It's just a short person. Oh, that's right. I should try to help her relax.
リクエストされていたな。写真を撮るから、並んで笑ってくれ。
あ、嬉しいですけど、時間大丈夫なんですか？
うん。
We still have about 20 minutes to spare. I've already taken care of my responsibilities. If I hadn't, I certainly wouldn't be wandering around with the camera in hand. See? Unlike Shu, who hasn't taken a single fucking picture since he got the camera, Sotetsu's been taking pictures left, right, and center.
準備をしすぎてしすぎるということもない。撮ったらすぐに戻るさ。
That's the difference. That's the protagonist diff. Too much or too little tension isn't good either. I rile myself up, thinking about Paulette's question, but try to give Fukami a reassuring smile nevertheless. Can I take a picture for you? Dexter, I'm never gonna start an OnlyFans, alright?
で、どうする？そのままか。それとも記念写真風に撮るか。
ちょっとだけ待ってください。です。
Fukami skirks away and starts fiddling with her purse.
ふかみちゃん、髪の毛なんていじってもそうそう変わり映えするもんじゃなかばい。
Can you post your feet on WikiFeet? Okay, you want my feet? Hang on, that's not the right thing. I forgot how to move my model. Why? What? Hang on. Here you go. There you go. There's my feet. You want my feet so badly? There you go. Alright, anyway. Lock the model again. Dexter, delete that message.
でも、左右のバランスとか、枝毛とかあっても恥ずかしいし。
Behind Fukami, diligently trying to straighten out her hair, I see Paulette sneaking a peek into her own compact. And Reina, our eyes meet, but she simply smiles back at me.
相鉄さんのおかげで素敵な客車をいただいちゃいましたね。
Dexter, as the mod of my chat, you are the one who sets the precedent as to what is okay and what isn't okay in my chat, alright? You already know what I'm gonna say.
僕のおかげでは全然ないかな。
Paulette, Hachiroku, Hibiki, and most likely Reina, Nagi, Fukami, and Makoda. If any one of us were missing, things wouldn't have turned out this well.
が、素敵な客車であることは違いない。
ですよね。
Reina looks around the cabin. I follow her gaze. I honestly do think this is beautiful.
ストーブの存在感が大きいな。
I'm just a blind follower. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm thankful for that. The car's whole vibe, and even the smell of the wood, are really nostalgic, yet surprisingly, they don't tear at the scabs of my old memories. You are like one of those people with with free candy, and I come to you. No, if this is the analogy, I'm just sitting in a car, and you just walk up to me and sit and sit in the back. All right.
レイナ、ストーブ客車って初めてですよ。
ああ、相当に希少なものなのだろうな。
ですよね。すごく丁寧に整備されてますし。
Whoever maintained this thing did a great job. It's crazy to think we got the thing practically for free. Can't complain there, that's for sure. Yeah, because I give you money to play with lollies. Yeah. Although it's in Kyushu, where Hitoyo gets snow in the winter, the stove will really come in handy then.
お待たせしましたです。
I turn toward Fukami's voice and see everyone looking this way excited. Yes, this is good. I prefer to take pictures like this without any contrived actions. That sounded worse now that you read it. You're the one who typed it out.
今もう撮っちゃったんですか？見せてわーい。で、なぎちゃん、そうてつさん忙しいってさっき言ってた。
うん。
I put the camera away by sliding it into my pocket.
写真はまとめて、後でみんなで見るとしよう。
I return to the platform without turning around and give out a sigh a little distance away. I seem to be fine. Perhaps it's because I'm more used to the railways now, or maybe it's because everyone's shown me such amazing support. Maitetsu was taking pictures of anime girls in elementary school. I don't know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, Dexter. They're all 18, okay? Why would they be in elementary school? Either way, I'm no longer shaken up by the memories of the accident. I'm finally normal.
客車列車か。
I stare at it. I mean, I really stare at it. Fully. Ever since the accident, I think this is the first time I've chosen to look at it. I can't help but take my camera out again. A train. What a fitting word. That is for this thing. Yeah, it is a train. A train is a string of these cars. Teen 8620 appear more dignified with a passenger car attached to it. Makes me reconfirm that. Dexter tried to not say something out of pocket. Challenge impossible. Every time there's a lolly on screen, he has to say something out of pocket. Alright?
そうてつ様、お写真は十分撮られましたか？
Don't validate what I just said, alright?
ああ、うん。あ、いや、もう少しだ。
Even after taking this many pictures, Hatsudoku still isn't used to the shutter. She looks surprised whenever I take a picture of her, and she begins fiddling her hair with her fingers. Fiddling with her hair with her fingers. I don't know. Ooh, I'm so bad that I want anime. I'm not gonna read the rest of that.
どうせ撮られるのなら運転ボディで、そうてつ様と一緒のところが良いのですが。
それも無論撮ろう。が、これもやはり撮るべき写真だ。
What did I tell you, Staffy? He says the most out-of-pocket shit whenever there's a lolly on the screen. Hibiki and I went to do some maintenance on the hearth and driving stand. Hatsudoku is maintaining the motion parts. Because we were working on different parts today, I didn't take any photos.
ほら、よく撮れている。
If I...
拝見します。
Although she's not used to being photographed, she seems to know how to work the camera. Hachinoku looks at the LCD screen on the back and skillfully looks through the photos taken today.
あ、まだなのですね。
Should I delete those? Sure.
まだとは何かだ。
Hachinoku giggles to lead me on.
お時間がある時にでも、そう、ピットからも見上げて撮るのが一番よろしいかと。
ピットから。
The pit is the spot where ground is dug out in the engine shed, so the main entrance can be done to the maintenance. Jesus Christ, am I particularly down bad today or something? Yes. The maintenance can be done to the bottom of the locomotive. Taking a picture, there would be...
この客車の底面はそれほど面白いのか？
Starving warned me before you typed in look at Discord. I'm not gonna look at the Discord.
面白いかどうかはともかく、気の利いたものが。
気の利いた毛利の秋様の下さり物か？
さようでしょうね。
22も86も立ち話とか。
Okay, so now we've seen Hibiki already. I was gonna be like, we've seen Hachiroku in this, we've seen Hibiki in this, but we haven't seen Nagi in it.
おっと、
Hibiki trots in our direction. I look at the watch and see that we don't have much time until the departure.
遅いから呼んでくるって。
ごめんなさい、響き。うっかりと話し込んでしまいました。
客車試験、身内言うても一晩乗せるけんね。そぎゃんと浮かれてちゃいけんよ。
そうだな、すまん。
I take the camera back from Hachiroku and slip it into the pocket of my uniform. If we're going to take a commemorative photo as a team, I want to do it at the driving stand after the test run.
釜の状態は良さそうだな。
バッチリ。冠水も80、少しだけ上回っとるとこ。
I'm not gonna read what you just typed. The furnace is good, and the water level of the boiler is over 80%. The steam's going through the locomotive. It can start moving at any time.
こちらも空気や縮気よし、ブレーキテストすべてよしだ。
いよいよですね。
You know what? This is why you're a mod, Dexter, because I don't have to delete all the unhinged shit you post, because you can do it yourself.
うん。
Was it my imagination? I laughed at myself after thinking that Hachiroku was the one shivering. When in fact, I'm the one shaking. It isn't out of fear though, but rather excitement.
あと1分。
Hachiroku's voice sounds the same as usual. Being propelled by that, my body also moves in the same way. I set the automatic brake valve and independent brake valve to drive, and then I put the reversing gears into full forward gear.
本線。
My eyes look only at the signal. Even as my eyes are fixed solely on the signal, I can feel Hachiroku's watch beating. Hoot. The steam whistle sounds off as I put my strength into the regulator.
出発進行。
Yupatsu. Shinku, I mean... We're back to girls. Full.
定時。はい、定時です。お上手になりましたね、相鉄さん。
Paulette and Reina look like they're enjoying it. I think Sotetsu is doing something amazing. But I don't understand what it is. I feel mortified by my lack of knowledge about the railways.
ほっとしたら暑くなっちゃった。
Bored, read the description. Nah,
はい、
I'm
ポー
good.
レット。うちわと氷ですよ。はあ。
She takes out a fan and a plastic bag filled with ice from the coat hanging near the window. Don't make me copy and paste the description. Fine, I'll read it out. Social reforms have changed the lives of people. To combat the increase in NEETs, the government has lowered the age of marriage and given people a universal basic income. Kei-kun's father recently married Maya, an underage schoolgirl. However, his father died just after the wedding, leaving him to take care of himself. Thus starts his... I didn't click on the link. Thus starts his sweet sexual life with Maya, a sexually inexperienced schoolgirl who's supposed to be his new mother. Excuse me, what the fuck? There's a reason this hasn't been adapted. I mean, translated.
どうぞ、深見ちゃん、なぎちゃんも人数分あるから。ありがとう。ございますです。
I'm stuttering again. I hate how I can't speak normally like I do with Nagi.
ありがとうばい。
What, Nagi, speak Japanese. Nagi grabs the ice and fan and... Oh.
涼しか。
I mean, I get that Sotetsu's seen her naked, I think, but, like, still... He pulls at the hem and starts fanning herself from under. It does look like she's cooling off well, but Nagi doesn't have any boobs. I can almost see everything. Excuse me? What are you looking at there? Wait, why are you looking there?
なぎちゃん、ちょっと胸開けすぎだよ。
She isn't showing chest. Maybe she is in the 18 plus version.
あ、これ以上減るもんじゃなし、へいちゃらばい。
Paulette's now imitating Nagi by unbuttoning her blouse and fanning herself. Excuse me? Bro. These characters are too lax. This is the complete opposite to any other anime character.
涼しい。貸し切り列車の特権ね。
Oh, her bra. I catch a glimpse of her bra and cleavage, becoming jealous instantly. Unlucky. I'm tall, but that's it. I still don't have the need to wear a bra though.
まだ成長期終わってないし。ん？何か言ったばい？何も。
Even Paulette, who's rather well endowed, is doing it. I feel embarrassed being the one not. Don't worry, Ren isn't doing it. Because I don't think she needs to. I copy them by spreading out my shirt to fan air in. Wow, this really is nice.
はあ、生き返るみたい。これ、うちは氷まで。ありがとう、 ございます。
Why is Paulette looking at them like that?
ああ、うんうん。私たちじゃなくて86ちゃん。
86ちゃんがですか？
今日は煙がわからないから窓は開けないでくださいって言って。
窓。
Outside the window, I can see the exhaust flowing, and it'll continue so long as the steam locomotive is running.
逆に開けていい時ってあるんですか？窓。
トンネルの中は絶対開けちゃダメって話だけど、湯の井線の区間はほら、トンネルって一個もないから。
はあ。
I realized that, too. I'd never noticed if there were any tunnels when riding the train, let alone the number of them.
だから煙が低くない時は開けても平気だって。で、今日は低くなるかもしれないからって。
はい。
I don't quite understand what she meant by the smoke being low, but I think it's alright for me to not understand. Other than that, Paulette is so kind and easy to talk to. I might be able to ask her right now.
さっき発車でちょっとだけ動いて
What the
って
fuck?
言った時、
What the fuck was happening? What the fuck happened there? Glitching out. I guess they didn't want us to hear what her question was. Oh, right, it's here.
さっき発車でちょっとだけ動いて定時って言った時、あの時どうしてあんなちょっとって上手ってソーテスさんのことわかるです？
I think you should be asking how, not why.
ああ、うん。あのね、それは。
Paulette glances at Raina and then gently nods. Raina gives a big smile and begins to explain.
それはですね、客車を初めて引っ張るのにきちんと定時にショックなく発車したからなのですよ。
Oh, so she did ask how.
客車って結構重いの。その重量分、発車時には余分な力が必要になるでしょ？
はいです。それはわかるです。それを気にせず、いつも通りにやっちゃうと、グイっていってガタンってショック出ちゃうです。
Hokey jerky. That is adorable.
客車が完全に止まってるのに、機関車だけ勢いよく動き出すと、ね、ガンって。
She uses hand gestures, matching her speed to explain, so it's easy to understand.
つまり、感性ですね。
そう、感性。学園でもう習った？そっか、船でも感性って意識するのね、きっと。
はいです。急に流れに逆らったりすると転覆の危険が出ちゃうですから。
Things in motion tend to stay in motion, and things at rest tend to stay at rest. I think I understand. I mean, you just explained the concept of inertia, so I would expect you to.
客車があるからいつもよりゆっくり力をかけないと客車がガンってなるけど、今そうならなかったから。
Yeah, I know why you're looking out the window instead of looking at them, but yes. Brandon nods with a big smile.
その調整が必要なのに、私たちの乗ってる客車ちゃんと定時に動き出したから。
1秒の誤差もなかったの。
Paulette's watch is amazing. It's beautiful golden pocket watch. But it's a beautiful golden pocket watch. I mean,
だから今の運転だけでソーテスさんが上手って分かったですね。
その通り。
wow. Paulette can smile so brightly. I don't know how you can tell you're not even looking at her. You're looking out the window. She's dignified, so initially I thought she was intimidating and kind. Or scary. There wasn't a comma there, but yeah. But that smile of hers just makes me realize how cute she is. Hang on a minute.
理解が早くて驚いちゃった。船の運転手さん、ずっとしているだけのことはあるな。
Hey, just because I picked Hachiroku for Hachiroku's route doesn't mean that Paulette is free reign, alright?
そんな私なんて全然まだまだ駆け出しですしです。
駆け出しだったらなおさらすごい。直感で理解できるのセンスあるってことだと思うし。
です。
I mean, you know, you do something enough, you usually tend to be able to intuit it. I'm not used to being complimented, but it does make me happy. It's the first time I've been able to talk with her like this. It makes me realize what a good person Paulette is. She's nice, and is the mayor as well as the president of a company. On top of that, she's beautiful and has a great body. That's why back during the repair of 8620, when we talked about what to do, I thought that Sotetsu would become Paulette's secretary. Now that's in a different route. But Sotetsu chose to work as the engineer and turned down Paulette's offer. Best girl ranking. Best girl ranking. Alright, so number 1 is Hachidoku. Number 2 is Hibiki. Number 3 is Paulette. Number 4 is Makoda. Number 5 is Reina. Number 6 is Ukami. Number 7 is Nagi. Number 8 is Kisaki. Did I list everyone? Yes. Everyone with a route. Yeah. I really wondered why, too. I mean, I really thought long and hard about it. Hachidoku is a doll and Hibiki is the sister. Is the sister. That's why maybe I'm surprised Nagi is down that far, because Ren is up pretty high. Their personalities are similar. Yeah, but Nagi is loud. Reina is not. That's the difference. Sotetsu. There might be somebody else that he likes. You like them loud in bed, right? I don't want to get a noise complaint. Could it be that there's 1,000 to 1 or 10,000 to 1, an infinity to 1 chance that
なぎちゃんなのかもしれないし、そのまたなよた分の1くらいの確率で呼び寄ったと
in anime hentai, there's a reason I don't watch hentai, is because I talk too much. Nagi's cheek is red. Only one of them though. She was sticking her face on the window. Oh, that explains it.
私今声出ちゃってた
How do you get off then? You do realize that they have that. You do realize there's more to a hentai than words, right?
なぎちゃんって呼ばれた気がして振り向いたばい。 えっと、ナギさんとナユタさんって言ってましたよ。ナユタって誰ばい？誰でもなくて、
Paulette is watching us with a big smile. I don't think I said anything strange, did I?
それより、ナギちゃん、何見てたの？熱心に。
I prefer voice acting, not just images. Well, I started off with just images, so...
何って、外ばい？まだの外。けど...
I'm not a boomer, what are you talking about? I'm a year older! Whatever. Nagi takes the Unoi line when commuting to Unoi for school. Over summer break. She might not have as much opportunity to ride it, but...
同じ景色でしょ？同じ景色でも違うわい。ほら。
Look, the difference between us is that I'm not as stingy, alright? You already knew this because of my tastes, alright? I'm very flexible, to say the least. The smoke is flowing right outside the window. It's even closer and clearer. It's darker than I thought, though. Almost like storm clouds. Oh, now I understand what it means for the smoke to be low. Can't help what I like. I don't like what I like and don't like in my anime characters. Yeah. I know. And, you know, it's okay to be wrong, okay?
ポレットさん、これ。
低いし近い。煙すごい迫力ね。今日は煙がわからないってこういうことか。
Low. Nice one.
本当ですね。レイナ、こんなの初めて見ましたよ。SL もなかなか面白かもんばい。
Nagi seems like she's really enjoying herself, so I'm a little confused. My hormones/preferences are wrong. Look, it's not my fault that your hormones have forced you into only liking a certain body type and has forced you into only being able to play visual novels that include hate scenes of characters with that certain body type and watching anime where the main girl has that certain body type, alright?
ナギちゃん、機関助手さんのお手伝いしてるでしょ？その時は煙って見えないの？
What's wrong with that? It's too narrow. That's what's wrong with it.
見えるは見えるけど、コギャンとのんきに見れんばい。乗務中の煙ば邪魔で危ないばっかりとい。
Nagi starts fanning her hands as if there's smoke in her eyes.
ただでさえ女子側の前は狭いけん、重かい煙ばまとわりつくと何も見えんようになるばい。わあ、大変そう。そぎゃん時は運転台の横にも煙ば流れてきおるけん、目隠しされてるみたいになるとよ。
IDK, how you can cheat on all the floodies. Look, all I'm saying is that I can watch anime and read manga and play visual novels that don't include a specific preference. Because I can, you know, watch, play, read the media without wanting to fuck the main girl.
目隠しって すごく危なそう。
Sometimes.
やけんね。
Toot. The steam whistle sounds off, and I feel a jerking motion as the train appears to speed up.
加減して釜の火ばゴーゴーに蒸して不完全燃焼ば解消させるばい。
Combustion. The heavy smoke that comes out in Nagi's stories must be the smoke from incomplete combustion, then. That is disgusting. Never say that ever again. That's why they're raising the speed, so as to use up the steam in order to cycle it and create more steam.
ほら、レイナ。
ほわー、煙が白くなってきました。
That's true. Perhaps it got lighter from turning white, but the smoke gradually rises. It's sad that I can't see it out the window, but if this leads to safer driving, then it's for the best.
とっても面白いですね。あ、ね、ポーレット見てください。
わあ、ほんとすごい。ね、深見ちゃん、なぎちゃん。
え？うわあ、こりゃすごかったね。
I'm astonished when I see it. There's nothing burning in the stove, but some white smoke is coming out of it nevertheless.
じゃない。何これ。何か燃えてるの？
I'm sure it's fine.
あわわ、言われてみればおかしいのです。
Awawa. Hang on, I need to...
あわわ、言われてみればおかしいのです。
Paulette and Raina rush over to the stove. Smoke billows out, practically enveloping us. Okay, now it's black smoke, that's when it's a problem.
深見ちゃん。
Nagi comes over and starts tapping my back. But if the smoke doesn't go away...
レイナ、どう？
Look, Raina's awawa multiple times.
あわわ、あわわ、あわわ、あわわ、あわわ、あわわ、あわわ、あわわ。言われてみればおかしいの。燃えてないです。何にも。空っぽですよ。だけど、煙がどんどんどんどん。
Faster? Okay.
言われてみればおかしいのです。
What just happened? Oh, okay, just played this one
燃え
again.
てないです。何にも。空っぽですよ。だけど、煙がどんどんどんどん。
I can't breathe. The smoke's suffocating in its thickness.
窓開けるばい。
I was about to tell her no. If she opens the window, then... Swish. The cold wind blows through, and feels as if it opens up a passageway in my throat. Wanted to breathe. Wanted relief. I head toward the cold wind.
ダメ。窓から頭出したらぶつける。
She pulled back, thrown down, and grabbed from above.
ちょっと何ばい。
レイナ、窓閉めて安全姿勢。後教官、非常停止を要請。
窓閉めよし。安全姿勢よし。863に教官、非常停止要請します。
Plunk.
深見ちゃん。なぎちゃん。
喋らないで。平気、抑えてるから。
It's shaking violently. The emergency brake can do this. If Paulette didn't take me to the ground, I would have fallen and gotten hurt. The tracks in the wheels sound like they're screaming. Just hearing it makes my heart ache. It makes me afraid. A sudden silence overcomes the area. I exhale and hear a puffing sound that's coming from outside the window.
速度ゼロ停止しました。
大丈夫？怪我はない？深見ちゃん、なぎちゃん。
I've broken out in a sweat. For a moment, I can't speak and start breathing deeply. Nagi taps me on the back.
ありがとうです。私、平気、怪我とかないです。はあ、よかったわーい。
She says as she crouches on the floor. Nagi then suddenly jumps up to stand again.
これって一体どういうことばい？なんで煙ば客車の中に入ってきたと？
Plop, plop, plop. You mean plop, plop? Never mind.
燃焼の痕跡はございませんね。でしたらやはり。
Okay, this is getting out of hand. Hang on.
私、もう大丈夫です。
無理はいかん。せめて汗が引くまで休め。
We line up some chairs to use as a bed. I place Fukami's head on my lap. I use the fan on her, but her face is still bright red, and she's still sweating profusely.
すまなかったな。こんなことになるとは夢にも思っていなかった。
いえ、そうですさ、悪くないです。
She doesn't look at me in the eye. Initially, I think she's mad at me, but she contradicts that assumption. But then she contradicts that assumption.
私、お母さんも喉強くないから、それでちょっと大げさになっちゃっただけです。
そうだとしても、試験運転中に倒れさせたのは私の、お人よ鉄道株式会社の責任です。
そんなの。
Right as Paulette's about to bow apologetically, Fukami gets up to protest.
それなら、私も責任あるです。そうじゃなきゃ、仲間外れて、寂しいです。
After saying that, Fukami begins coughing again. I tap her back to comfort her and feel that she's drenched in sweat.
深見ちゃん。
Nagi comes running toward her and picks her up to seat her properly on one of the chairs.
普通の人乗れない試験乗車させてもらえたの。だって仲間だからって思うから。だから。
そうね。深見ちゃん。ごめんね。ありがとう。
Paulette lightly embraces Fukami's head, and then lets out a slow, controlled bow. Sigh. The redness in her face subsides, as does her coughing. It seems she's finally calmed down.
で、86。
はい。原因は完全に究明できたかと思います。
もうか。早いな。
恐ろしく単純な事態ですので。
Hachiroku says while holding a box of tissues. One, two. She lines up a pair of boxes on top of the desk.
前の青い箱を8620、後ろの赤い箱をストーブ客車とお考えください。
She taps them in succession, then sits down 2 round magnets. One on top of the blue box, and one on the red. Oh. May you please stream a little longer today? You don't stream tomorrow. I guess.
そのマグネットは煙突か？
さようです。8620にもストーブ客車にもそれぞれ排気用の煙突が据え付けられています。
And you had to mess with the volume. Hey, it's not my fault they fucked up Hachiroku's volume, okay?
客車に煙突なんて立っとったと？
立つというほど目立つものではないな。天井ギリギリのところに T 字型のがついている。
全然気づかんかったばい。
ホームから普通に見ると気づきづらいかもしれん。
And as long as the stove isn't used, you'll never even see smoke from the chimney of the passenger car.
ああ、そうか。ひょっとして煙突から逆流したのか？
さようであるかと。煙突以外に流入の経路は考えられませんし。
確かに。か。
When the passenger car arrived, I thought we did a thorough check of it. Yeah, but like, how are you gonna predict that? We engulfed it in smoke and water while the engine shed to check for any leakages into the cabin.
待って兄さん、その逆流ってそんなこと起こるんですか？
ごく単純な話なのです。さようですね。このティッシュを煙とお考えください。
She takes a single sheet of the tissue. It flows from the blue box chimney portion and out the side.
不完全燃焼が発生し、煙によって視界が大きく遮られ、私たちは出力を上げ、窯を活性化させました。
それはうまくいったよね。
ええ。煙はおかげで上を向き、速力と上空の風に挟まれ、車体の天井を張ったのです。
The airflow speed and the type of smoke, they all seem to come together in a strange way. I'll donate 50 if you stream 3 more hours from now. I'm not gonna stream for 5 hours, alright? The second tissue traces over the surface of the box and goes from the top of the blue box to the chimney of the red box. 2? I'll stream until 2. I'll stream for 4 hours then.
煙突内部も徹底的にご清掃いただいていたことが、かえって災いとなってしまったようです。
Do you want me to pay? I mean, I would appreciate it. If the flow of smoke going into the chimney is established even just one time, the smoke will enter the passenger car unobstructed. 25? Yeah, I guess. If it's 25 for every extra hour I stream, I guess, yeah. Because I usually end around 3 hours.
例えば、一度ストーブを外し、煙突の出口を密閉するのではどうだろうか。
相手が煙ですからね。それこそ、溶接をして塞ぎでもしないことには。
If I do 50, like I already established that I'm not doing 5 hours. Alright? There's only one time where I did 5 hours, and that was because it was Fontaine's Archon quest. And you couldn't really split that up into different streams, alright? That's when Hachiroku scowls.
ストーブが簡単に外せる構造かどうかも確認しなくてはいけませんね。
ああ、そうか。外したことで別の隙間が発生しては、まるきり意味のないことになるな。なら。
相鉄くん。
If we close off both sides of the T-shaped entrance of the chimney, we can prevent all of this.
私、ストーブを使えなくなるようなこと、できればしなくて済む方法で行きたいんですけど。そうばい、せっかくもらったものばい、そのまま大切に使うばい。私も、そうしてほしいって思うです。
いや、まあ、仮説だ。仮の案を検討しているだけのことだ。
While saying that internally, I trash all the potential plans to seal off the chimney. If it'll be taken as an affront to the goodwill of Aki, then I'd also want to avoid that.
ならば、その他だと。
窓をずっと開けておけるようにするって、どうでしょう？
ずっと？雨の日もか？
雨、そっか。
いえ、それは存外。トンネルのないこの路線なら良い方策かもしれません。
雨はどぎゃんとするばい？
何も全開にせずとも良いのです。雨よけのひさしをつけ、その近くだけ開けるなどすれば。
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it rains, just like, don't open them fully up. Just like, open up a little. Thanks for the 25. What the fuck with that message? Brian didn't even say Misugaki's correctly.
なるほど。それなら確かに外気を取り入れることはできようが。
煙、黒くて重いやつになったら、それ、窓から入ってきちゃわね。
それには、このような対策がございます。
She takes out 2 books. She places them toward the front side of the blue box, as if they're some kind of blindfold.
助演板、デフというものがあります。これを立てれば、煙は強制的に情報へと誘導されます。
そぎゃん便利なものがあっと？
What do you mean, wait?
はい。私が作られた頃にはなかったのですが、妹たちの時代になって急速に発展しました。
He can pronounce Hachiroku but not Mesugaki. Yeah, but I think it's like Hachiroku. Hang on. Yeah, this one had Hachiroku in it. Yeah, see? Hachiroku. Hachiroku. And then it was Maitetsu. But like, you know...
それは8620にも装着できるのか？
Play the Mesugaki one. Mayugaki.
86型の妹に装着している子はいましたから、おそらくは問題なく。
Ow, I don't know. Brian is weird. Paulette nods at Hachiroku's voice.
助演版なら、そうね。ミノカサさんに図面を渡してお願いすれば。
はい、ご制作いただける範囲であるかと。
しかしその場合、黒い煙が上に行き、客車煙突から入ってくる危険が発生するよな。
Well, you know, Dexter, if you want to test if Brian pronounces Mesugaki, you know what you have to do. Wink. You can always just tip another 25. Wink. Perhaps she forgot about that. Hachiroku has a stupefied look at her.
不完全燃焼の煙は、さようですね。重いですから、扇風機でも追い出せず溜まってしまうかも。
扇風機？
あ、そうでした。私、そのことをもったいぶっていたのでしたね。
Well, thanks for the $1. Hachiroku begins to speak quicker.
ストーブ客車の床下には蓄電池が設置されてます。配線も容易にできるよう整えられているようです。
Just have to space it out. Yeah, I guess. You're gonna try it out with Hachiroku and Maitetsu?
なんと、それは。
Aki said that the passenger car is fitted for me. Well, it fitted for me as she laughed. And now I think I understand why. Is fitting for me. Okay. A passenger car that can use fans would be great for Ohitoyo in the summer.
それなら確かに簡単に設置できますね、扇風機。
と思ったのです。しかし、黒煙を車内に溜めてしまうようだと。
扇風機でも力不足か。
Excuse me? Bro.
っていうか、煙を入れて追い出すって時点でダメばい。世の中深見ちゃんより喉の弱か人もおるけんね。
うん。もっともだな。返す言葉もない。
Hachiroku, Paulette, and even Hibiki look down to the ground, dejected. Ukami also looks defeated as she shakes her head. What about Reina? Oh. Bro, she eepy. She just passed the fuck out.
レイナったら。
いや、ちょうどいい潮時だろう。トラブル直後で僕らはみんな疲れているのだ。
Are you able to change the voice to what? The answer would be probably not. I check Fukami's complexion once more. Especially not to what you think I would be. Especially what you'd want me to change it to.
ともかく、ひとまずゆっくり休んで切り替えよう。深見は特に無理のないよう。何かあったらすぐに呼べ。
はいです。
それでいいかな、ポーレット。
わかりました。それなら私、関連資料を。
深見は特に無理のないようと言ったぞ。他のみんなにも普通に無理はしてほしくないのだが。
I say that jokingly as Paulette taps her own head lightly in a carefree way as well.
そうでした。それじゃあ私も今日のところは無理しないように休みます。
それではな。
よーし、深見ちゃん帰るばい。
うっかりしていた。送った方が。
平気です。ありがとうございます。けど、なぎちゃん一緒ですから。
そうか。何かあったら本当にすぐに連絡をな。
です。それじゃあ、失礼します。2286、私たちも。
The crew bag feels heavier than usual, but I can't let myself show it. I stand up straight as we leave the rail shop, hoping to not make anyone worry. Any theories? No. What theories? What theories could there possibly be?
すまんな。遅くまで付き合わせて。
Jesus. That was loud. The contrasting voices get absorbed into the passenger car walls, while I wish they did.
どうせ夜は川下りありませんし、夜あんまり列車に乗ることないから面白いです。あ、そりゃそうだい。
Kami's words seem to have convinced Nagi. This is a sight I've seen often recently. Among these two, I feel that Fukami is the one who takes the leadership role.
いかがでした？ブザーは鳴りませんでしたが。
煙全然入ってこなかった？
After finishing the checking of our own designated spots, Hachiroku and Hibiki come inside the passenger car. We also did a test using black smoke, causing Hibiki and me to be covered in soot. But oh wait, no, it's Hibiki. I thought he said Hachiroku.
煙はちょっとも入ってこなかったですし、煙いとも感じなかったです。
Hachiroku is fine because she's made of a material that's resistant to soot or whatever.
大変だったのはブザーを押したいの我慢するくらいだったばい。
Nagi's gaze turns to the emergency buzzer that has been temporarily built. Buzz. That's what I thought, but she went and pushed it. Nagi is such a child. I know what you're talking about, Dexter. She's 18. Right? Considering how the train is not stopping right now, the buzzer from the driver's stand can be heard throughout the passenger car.
まだ押し足りないのですか？運転前にも散々押されたではありませんか。
練習と本番はまるっきり別たい。
It was a mix between a friendly smile and a forced one. Hachiroku is smaller than Nagi, but she responds to Nagi's innocence in a mature way.
確かに練習と本番はまるで別物ですね。同じように走ったつもりでも再現できませんでしたか。
When smoke enters, she'll press the buzzer immediately. We'll then do an emergency stop, but we'll keep the furnace running. We'll then go and confirm the state of the smoke. That's the plan.
せっかく録画までしたのにな。
We borrowed the camera from Paulette and set it up in front of the in front of the stove. If there was no leakage, there was no point in playing it back.
ままならんもんだ。煙の流入がないこと自体は喜ぶべきことなんだがな。
夜ですし、外がさほど暑くないことが影響したのかもしれません。
そっか。天気とか気温も影響してくるんだ。
I'm sure that's to be expected, but I hadn't anticipated that it would show so conspicuously. The wind direction and temperature, and during business operations, the weight of the passengers will change daily.
日によってこれほど煙の流れが変わるなら、煙突の回収などでは対処しきれないかもしれんな。
かもしれませんが、でしたらどのような方策を？
Paulette's face comes into my mind, but if I ask her for help, she'll most likely walk through the night without sleep. I think she's already trying to do that. But I can't think of any good plans either. Who else can provide ideas?
枕ねえや、ミノカサさん。あと、ボイラ屋のハタさんなどに相談してみるのも良いかもしれんな。
わかりました。では、とりあえずはそのようにいたしましょう。いいえ、私ではございませんよ。
Why did you quickly defend yourself? She quickly denies it, but before I can ask, next to her, Hibiki is also shaking her head. Suddenly, Nagi laughs out loud innocently. Next to her, Fukami slouched, her cheeks bright red.
だな。店が閉まっては約束も果たせなくなる。時間も時間だ。話は食事しながらの方が良いか。
やったー！待ってましたわい！本当に晩ご飯ごちそうになっちゃっていいですか？
無論だ。試験に付き合ってもらっているしな。
Fukami had volunteered, and there was no one else. That was a good match. I was thankful, but also sorry at the same time. Watching the leakage of smoke is like being a canary in a coal mine.
今日は姉さんがお出かけだから、私たち何もなくても外食の予定だったし。
Hibiki rubs the tip of her nose a little. What else was Sotetsu going to say? Yeah, actually, yeah, just starve. Look, he didn't have any money. What if Fukami wanted to spend 4,600 on a meal, right? And then decided to split, all right?
言ってもお風呂入るまではすすついてるから、そんなにおしゃれなお店とかには行けないけど。おしゃれなお店とかうちが無理ばい。
Fukami laughs in response to Nagi's voice. She then bows deeply.
それならお言葉に甘えてごちそうになっちゃいますです。決まりね。じゃあちょっとだけ待ってて。着替えてくるから。相鉄さんはいいんですか？その着替えとか。
男の着替えだ。3分もあれば事足りる。話が済んでからでよかろう。
話ってまだ他にあるばい？
あるとも。何を食べるか。
肉！
Before I can even finish, Nagi stands up to declare the direction we're taking.
がっつり肉ば食べたかよ。深見ちゃんはどぎゃんと？ 私は別に好き嫌いないし、ナギちゃんとソーテスさんたちが食べたいもので、です。なら、肉だよ、カト。
Dexter, I'm not going to answer that question. The only person who would be qualified enough to answer it would be a therapist.
ああ、焼肉ならば、すすの汚れも目立つまいしな。どこかおすすめの店はあるのか？
うちから少しのとこにある牛舎さんって知っとった？
I want yakiniku now.
うん。お肉屋さんもやっているところだな。
そこば改装したとき、じいちゃんとか職人さんたちと一緒に焼肉ばごちそうになったばい。うまかったばい。
ならば、そこにするとしよ
Instead of throwing your money at an anime lolly, why don't you just throw it at me? What? Since Minokasa was treated, I'm guessing it's to celebrate either the start or end of the remodeling work. At those types of get-togethers, good meat is usually served. You are not an anime lolly. Yeah, but like, I'm showing you anime lollies.
ソーテツ様？
I asked for the time from Hachiroku, and then think to myself, ah, I see. Barbecue. What?
う。ナギ、そのごちそうというのは、ミノカサさんたち。職人さんたちが改装を請け負ったからのごちそうか？
お人屋の職人だけで改装を一式引き受けてお店ばきれいにしたとよ。
Forget about the tier 3 sub. No, I didn't forget. Look, all I'm saying, Dexter, is just be lucky that Twitch is not increasing the price of the tier 3 sub, alright?
ミノカサさん、今日はご在宅か？
と思うばい。晩ご飯ならごちそうになるってちゃんと伝えておいてあったよ。
What do you mean? Wait, you don't know? Twitch is increasing the sub tier 1 sub an extra $1 after however long they've had tier 1 subs at the same price. Like, in most countries, it's going up. Assuming that we'll be eating soon. There will be some time until 11 PM when we go to the Tororu Hot Springs. In the US? Yes, in the US.
ナギ、すまんがミノカサさんに電話をしてもらえるか？
So any gift sub will cost an extra $1 as well.
よかよ。じいちゃんに何の話ばい？
When does it start? It starts July 11th? So like next month.
まだぼんやりとしたアイディアなのだが。
I have the image in my head, but I'm unable to materialize the detailed portions of it. So I simply say as directly as possible what's at the heart of my ideas. So at tier 3's going up to, I already said that you're lucky that tier 3's aren't going up.
煙には煙で封じ込めができないかご相談させていただきたいのだ。
なるほど。煙をもって煙を制するわけですね。
Hatsudoku understands right away. This plan might just work.
けれど、客車の室温は相当なことになるかと思われますが。
それってつまり。待たせー。どうしたの？何かあった？
They've figured it out. That's what's going on, Hibiki. it's Hibiki. She came back at just the right time. I thought you might be saying that sarcastically. Look, all I'm saying is that you tier 3 isn't enough for me to get paid out by Twitch. Oh, hello Meow. Happy National Fish and Chips / Donut Chocolate Ice Cream Day from this weirdo. Totally not fasting day. Totally not hating everyone today. I'm gonna slowly wake up and finish my Space Junk Collector game. But have a good time, stranger. Thanks, Meow, for the hydrate.
響にも意見を聞きたい。ストーブの件なのだが、煙を持って煙を制せないかと考えている。
I try to borrow Hachiroku's words, but Hibiki's eyes just widen.
煙で煙って兄さん正気ですか？夏のお人よの、しかもこの広さの室内ですよ。
Thank you, Dexter, for gifting a sub to Meow. Fukami nods to Hibiki's doubts. Nagi turns her head in confusion as if she weren't following.
みんな何の話ばしようと？
つまりだな、ストーブを焚き、そこから煙を出してしまえば、外の煙を防げるのではという考えだ。
面白そうがい！客車の中で焼肉が吸ったね！
Her logical understanding was delayed, but she instantly knew from intuition that's very like Nagi to be that way, and not an agreement.
うん。基本的にはそうした線で考えている。
そういうことです？確かに面白そうだけど、焼肉もやっぱり熱くて煙くない？
熱の方は対策を考える必要があろうが、煙の方は大丈夫ではないかと僕としては見込んでいる。
どうしてですか？
あらかじめ焼肉をする列車と分かっているのなら、乗客は煙さをある程度覚悟してくれると思うからだ。
After thinking about it a little, Hachiroku slowly nods in agreement.
その点はさようでしょうか。デフを8620に設置すれば、8620の煙のほとんどを上へ逃がせることにもなりますし。
What happened to Saint Quartz? Is he okay? Well, yeah, he's fine. He just, you know, isn't up at this time usually.
それで上に逃げた煙は焼肉の煙に防がれて流入しないでそのまま流れていくわけで。
Okay, I understand what they're talking about now. So what you're telling me is that they never thought about having fans to push the smoke up to prevent it from going into the carriage. But only now thought of it because of yakiniku. Hibiki opens up her sketchbook and draws pictures in place of a memo.
だったら客車の周りはほとんど煙くなくなって。あ、それなら窓を開けっぱなしにできちゃうの？なるほどです。最初から煙いって覚悟してて、しかも外の煙はほとんどが上に逃げる。なら。
Yukami's hands move in a flowing way. She uses it to trace down her body. What?
焼肉列車っていうことにするなら、エプロン、服が汚れないようつけてもらっておかしくないですし。あ、それってすごくいい。それなら煙も、すすがもしかして出ちゃっても結構大丈夫そうかも。
Listen, I don't think people want soot on their meat. Alright?
やかばい、絶対乗ってみたかとばい。
These different perspectives bring about more ideas and more agreements.
確かに良い案かと思いますが、先ほども申しました通り、厳重な熱対策は必須かと。
I mean, ventilation, fans. But Hachiroku is not swept off her feet.
熱で倒れる新人女子を私は何人も見てきました。窓開け程度では夏場の燃焼の熱の防止にはなりません。
Because her words are backed by calm judgment, I'm able to respond in kind.
そこは工夫だ。扇風機に例えば氷を組み合わせれば簡易的な冷風扇とできるだろ
熱気は冷気の壁となります。ストーブが熱した空気は冷風を跳ね返してしまうかと。
う。ならば、ああ、そうだ。熱気も煙突から逃がしてしまえばいい。
とおっしゃいますと？
台所のコンロの周りに立ててあるような防熱板。あれでストーブの周りを囲ってしまう。
Lower one surface of that to cook meat, and just cover the rest of it up. The rest of it all the way up the chimney.
ストーブが必要となる季節には防熱板を除去する。それならば最小限の回収で済むのではなかろうか。
Hibiki draws it out quickly with her pencil.
いけるんじゃない。それなら見た目はちょっとダイナミックさを減らしちゃうけど。いいと思うです。試す価値は絶対あるって思うです。
Hibiki, why are you looking at me like that?
試験レーサーの一番レーサー、深見ちゃんと一緒に絶対乗せてもらうばい。
どうだろうか、86。
Hachiroku quietly closes her eyes. With her eyes still closed, her words bear more weight.
相鉄様がご提案くださった非常通報ブザー、あれも常設し安全対策といたしましょう。
うん。確かにそれは有効に機能しそうだな。
It's by chance some people were to fall ill from the heat. If by chance some people were to fall ill from the heat, we can stop it immediately as an emergency. Considering the shortness of the Yunoi line, we can request help from Kiha 7 and also Navi if flight's possible in that area.
そこから先は技術面や営業面、ミノカサ様、ポーレット様とのご相談かと。
ならば86、デフの図面を起こしてくれ。
かしこまりました、相鉄様。
With Hachiroku on board, I'm sure that this plan can be put into motion.
ですが、
There's always a caveat. Hachiroku's gaze darts over. I follow it and quickly understand. Nagi slapped in a chair and is trying to convey the message about how she's starving.
図面起こしはお食事の後といたしませんか？
I mean, probably. But why is Hibiki looking at me like that?